live.
All right,
Yep,
here we
sounds
go.
good.
Welcome back to the S.L.I.D.E podcast. I'm your host, Coach Aaron, and Jenn. Jenn is joining me tonight. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing pretty well. It's cold. I don't do well in the cold weather.
Nope.
But otherwise, I'm really good.
Yeah, I'm hibernating now. I'm in hibernation mode. So, like, when I get up in the morning, like the thermals go underneath my clothes, and then I'm I'm suiting up like I'm going out in the snow. I don't.
My employees were laughing at me today. So I have one girl that works for me, and she was an athletic trainer at Purdue. And
Okay.
so, you can probably imagine the parkas that they have to go like on the soccer field and football field and everything in.
Oh yeah.
So she wore that to work today, and she had it over the back of the chair, and I bundled up in that thing, and I reached in the pockets, and there was gloves, and I'm sitting in my own office in a parka and gloves. I was like, this is terrible.
Hold
It's
on,
too cold.
just so I know, I don't know the word. Parka. Is that the hooded
Parka?
like cape looking things that like they wear on the sidelines?
This one's no, so not like the full length ones that like quarterbacks and I guess everybody really.
Yeah.
It's not full length. It's more like mid thigh, but it's longer than a typical jacket, and it's got like the hood, the whole full coverage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you had like the whole trench coat cape looking thing bundled
Oh,
up.
that would have been really nice.
You know what?
I would have worn that too.
I looked for one of those a few years back because I'm like, man, I get too cold. So I was going to find a solution to that problem. Anyway, Jenn, man, it's been a minute. What you been up to? What's new in the world?
Well, we just finished up soccer not too long ago. That went really well. Although Callie broke her arm again.
Wow.
If you remember in the spring, same one. And this time it was a compound fracture. And so she had to be put under with anesthesia, and they had to reset her arm. And then she just got out of her cast today. So we'll be ready for softball in the spring.
Compound fracture, did it re-break in the same place?
So she got both
two
bones.
breaks, right?
We've got radius and ulna, so she broke both of those, and then I think it was radius that was like displaced. It wasn't through the skin, but it was bad enough that they had to put her under and reset it. It was terrible. 10 out of 10 do not recommend at all.
I'm knocking on wood right now that I'm saying this, but Jenn, I have never broken a bone.
Me either.
Now, I'm knocking on wood because I have almost cut my finger off quite a few times. I've almost done some damage with heavy equipment, but I've never broken anything. So if that changes after today, I'm gonna blame it on our guest tonight. So
okay,
all right,
Melody's fault.
That works. All right, well, Jenn, we've got a lot more field reporters these days. They're keeping us busy. We're growing. We've got the chance to go to Stinger Sports in Fort Mill for their grand opening. Of course, I gave you a little update on my softball tournament experience. I've learned over the past few months that I can't do it all.
You'll get them next time. Get them next time.
And I'm not as old as I thought I was. So
okay.
No. What did I say?
Opposite.
I'm not as young as I thought I was.
The words are getting hard to enunciate.
Did I say it wrong the first time?
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. Okay. Well, whatever. See, now my memory's going, and that's going to even be worse. So, all right, well, let's get to our guest tonight. So, for those of you that are listening, back in season 1, we had an episode called Softball Superstars. And we had 3 young ladies from New Jersey join us. And those 3 ladies are back tonight with us. And super happy to say that they all 3 have committed to college to play softball. And so we get to find out what's been going on these last 2 years. So welcome to the show, Juliana, Casey, and Melody. How are you ladies doing?
Good.
They're very shy. You guys should be seasoned, experienced veterans by now, right? I mean, well, look, it's been 2 years. A lot has happened. There was some injuries that came up and had to deal through some of those injuries. And who knows what's happened on the field. So let's find out, like, what's been going on. I can pick, or you guys can just jump in. But like, who wants to tell us about the last 2 years in about 2 minutes?
I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Casey.
Well, 2 years ago, I was a freshman and I tore my ACL 2 years ago. So that was like a very tough injury to go through. And I was out from about October to August. So I missed like my whole freshman season. So, like, come back August for my fall ball season for sophomore year, I came back and it was kind of like a struggle and it was like a lot of adjusting. But then, like, came school season and like I worked really, really hard to be back for the summer. And I feel like I was better than I was like way before, like, come now. And last month, I committed to a school in Connecticut, the University of New Haven, and I'm very happy and excited to go there.
That is so awesome. That is.
Congratulations. That's really, really cool.
It is. It is. Like, all right, so the episodes aired, and I want to say within the next 2 weeks, she had torn her ACL. I think
I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, her dad reached out, or Coach Steinman, one of those two. I think it may have been her dad, and let me know. And it was like, what? So look, we didn't jinx you. I just want to go ahead and put that out there and clear the air. Is we didn't put that on you? But no, I'm just kidding. Like, I watched your journey coming back, and like it looked hard, and I know it took a lot of commitment. How was that? Like, I mean, stupid question, but
it was very hard, but like I had people that like put a lot of like effort into helping me get better. And like one of them is actually Mel's dad. He is like a CrossFit training coach, and he would like help me with like exercises to like get me back to where I was, and he would push me to get back to where I was.
How did the injury happen?
I was playing softball and I was running, and like the ball, we were on turf, and the ball like ricocheted in one direction. So when I went to go change directions, I just like fell to the ground in pain.
Like, I have no idea what tearing an ACL feels like, but did you kind of like know you had done some serious damage when it happened?
I knew that it was a serious injury because I like heard my knee pop, and I just like fell to the ground and I just like could not walk, and you could just see immediate swelling.
Jeez. That's how it was when I played softball. Jen, did you know that? Like I fell. And I heard my knee pop too. But it
not the same.
It was just because bones were rubbing together and it wasn't doing well. So
stupid.
Nick Casey, I don't mean to make light of it. Like, it's incredible, and I love to hear that you came back stronger. Like, that's an inspiring story right there. I mean, how deflating could it have? It couldn't have been worse, right? Like, you're entering into the season and you have to miss a season of softball. So I'm sure mentally, like, it was like, what am I going to do? I'm sure some of those things, and it took fight to push through those things. So, and Jen, go ahead.
Well, I'm curious, like, my nerd brain wants to know, because like for soccer players, for example, they don't want to play on turf because the incidence of ACL tears is so much higher. I don't know if you knew that. So like, we live near Charlotte, and CFC plays in Charlotte, which is a football club, huge football club. And
I don't even know who they are. It ain't that big.
Oh my gosh.
I don't follow softball. I'm going to
continue with my story.
Go ahead.
Soccer, not softball. So the CFC team paid the Carolina Panthers to take their turf up and put sod down before they would play on the Panther Stadium field. Oh. And it was a huge game, like brought in millions of dollars, of course, to the city.
I do remember that.
And so they made them take the turf up. So I'm just curious, like, if there's any research out there yet about these turf fields, because they're starting to pop up everywhere. They're more durable. Like, I get it. You know, they look really nice initially when you put them out. And
but what do you? I mean, you guys play on a lot of turf up north, right?
Do you? I mean, that makes sense. But have you played on turf versus grass and like have a preference just from the way it feels on your feet?
I like dirt better.
Honestly, for when I'm like hitting, like I like turf better because like I don't know, when you're running, it's like you just are faster and everything like that. But also
because you're not having to dig through the dirt.
Yeah, and also like for fielding, like the ball comes faster at you, which is like not really the best, but also like the hops, you can like tell where it's gonna hop.
Oh, okay.
But like
dirt,
like there's
better.
always
More
bad hops and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like turf better too. I think it like makes you faster. Like I just like turf better, and it's like it's not dirty. Like I don't feel dirty after I play.
Dirty.
Well, the colleges you ladies are going to, I assume, are you guys playing mainly on turf fields? I would imagine. No. Casey's shaking
my field's dirt.
So is mine.
Mine is turf. Our like most of the fields we play on are gonna be turf.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's get through everybody here, and then we'll just open this thing up for a lot of conversation. Melody, like, what is that what's these last 2 years been like?
I mean, they've been good. Nothing crazy. No injuries. I've never broken a bone either, so no injuries.
You gotta knock on something. There you go.
But yeah, no injuries, nothing like that. Everything's been good. Signing day was like a couple weeks ago. Everything's good though.
How was that? How was signing day?
It was nice. It was good. Like it was good for my grade at my school just because it was like the most amount of people signing they've had in like a couple years. So it was good.
Very cool. Which school was it again?
I go to St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas. Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that school. That's a big football school, right?
Yeah.
No, that's in Florida. That's in Miami.
Oh, okay.
There's a wait a minute. You're talking about St. Thomas Aquinas in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
There's a big one as well in Miami. Are those two connected? Do you know, Melody?
No, they're not.
No? But you guys are a big football school too?
Yeah, our football team's pretty good. I think they ended like 6th in the state. My dad coaches, so.
Nice.
Awesome. Juliana, what's the last 2 years look like for you?
A lot of work's been put into softball.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. 2 years ago was so long ago.
I know, it was.
That's when we were all on the same team, but now we're on separate teams. I mean, I'm still on a team with Casey, but...
last year we were all on different teams, though.
No, I know, but, like, still, like, I don't know, it just seems crazy.
So you guys were on the Bat Busters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you guys so Casey, you guys play with, or Juliana, you play with Casey. Melody, who you play for now?
I play for Craze.
Okay, I saw that. Yep. And Juliana, who you guys play for now?
We still play for Bat Busters.
Bat Busters. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Bat Busters throughout the country, I think, right?
Yeah, there's
some other teams. Yeah, I saw that quite a bit. Well, Juliana, like what you said, a lot of work's been put into softball. What is it? What kind of work are we talking here?
Like fielding, hitting, also like speed and like strength. Especially
sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but like the same time that Casey first like got injured, like that was the same time that me and also like 2 other people on the team like got hurt, or like maybe 1 person, I don't know. We were all hurt. And it was crazy, but I've gotten hurt like a couple times, but like I don't know. They were always just like minor injuries.
Okay, well, good. What kind of injuries did you have?
I broke my thumb, which was kind of hard. It was like hard to come back because like, yeah. And then in high school season, I got hit in the head, so I was out for a couple weeks.
Look, I'm
Is it a funny story? Dang.
No.
Like I am seriously holding composure here until I hear Melody. Like, all right. So, I mean, I'm imagining Napoleon Dynamite or bench warmers here. Like you were okay though. They just took precaution for you.
my head was just hurting. Like, it was a head injury. It wasn't a concussion, but yeah. And then
How did that happen?
I was like running back for a ball and I called it, and I guess the center fielder just didn't care or whatever, and she just didn't hear me and just ran into me and hit my head.
Oh, I thought initially you were in the batter's box and you got hit by a
I did
pitch.
too.
That happened to me a couple years ago, and I got a concussion then. But
Okay.
well,
Me
Mel
too,
did
Mel.
too.
Yeah.
Mel
In
got a
my
concussion too.
head, when she started laughing, in my head, I'm picturing you're in the box, you get hit, and then you just do something crazy or something. I don't know. Well, all right. So first question I got is, all right. So you ladies are nearing the end of your, I guess we would say, amateur softball career. Melody, you're a senior, and Casey, you're a junior, right? Okay. So you still got another year to go. But anyway, so thinking back to your whole softball amateur career, what's the one memory that sticks out to you ladies? Like this, just like the best thing ever.
Probably our 16. Well, it's not really one memory, but like the whole year, I guess.
Okay.
Our 16U team. That was so fun, especially when we went to Tennessee. That was like the best time.
Awesome.
Where'd you play in Tennessee?
Yeah.
We played in Chattanooga.
Cool.
I was it Grand Slam? I know Grand Slam does a lot in Chattanooga.
Wasn't it like Scenic City or something?
Yeah,
that was like what it's
Scenic
called.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. But like we all went to
Awesome.
Nashville, and like I don't know, it was just fun. That whole year was just fun.
All right. Casey,
I think like mine was just like switching teams because like I just like played like on like a bunch of like kind of like town teams. So Batbusters was like my first like actual like club team, and ever since like I came here, like I never like left, never thought of leaving, and I'm like on my 4th year with the team now. Next year will be my 5th. So just switching teams, challenging myself to be better instead of just like going the easy route and just like always starting, always playing, and never having to like kind of like work for my spot because it was already given to me. Never having to be challenged that much.
Jen, what did you just hear there? I mean,
she's very mature for like the thought process that you have. I mean, not a lot of people have that mentality of my spot could be taken at any point, so I'm going to work my tail off to make sure that it's not. So kudos to you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of people in this world today, and I'm sure you ladies have heard this word used, entitlement. I'm entitled to my spot. You know, I'm a junior, I'm a senior, and I love any time that I don't hear someone that believes they're entitled. It's amazing. Good stuff. Melody, what about you? What's the memory that sticks out most to you?
I would say the same thing as Jules, our 16U team, just because that team was like, everybody was really close and it was just really fun. We were always together because we always had practice or games or something, so everybody was super close, and like, even though everybody ended up going their separate ways, kind of like we still like got to where we wanted to get to. Like we all like maintained like what we wanted and like our goals, and we all accomplished what we wanted. So
That's amazing. Like,
out of the girls who you played with on that team, do you know how many more of them have committed now?
Like all of them.
Yeah,
I think
that's
like one
spectacular.
Except for
holy cow.
There's like a couple people who haven't, but most of them. Like
I'm sure all of them got offers and just hadn't committed yet. But like that's wow.
It takes an army. Like if you think about that, so you girls have to get along. The parents have to get along. The coaches have to be there and committed and be really good at what they do to prepare you guys and to motivate you all and to form you into young women that are prepared to go to college and play sports, because it's not easy. it's, it's a job, it's a full-time job. And so that's a good program, good coaches, good parents. Like, I hope you thank your parents for what they did, because it's a lot for them too. But so glad that you guys had fun, because I know I did when I was playing ball, like especially summer ball, and growing up with people that also ended up committing to college and playing. I don't know. That's some of my best memories too.
Yeah. So Jen, I don't know if you guys remember, but Jen played college ball as well. She played at Gardner Webb.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Like Jen said, like the commitment to the parents, not just because I'm sure there were times where they didn't like something and they had to bite their tongue and, do what was best for you or the team. And like, takes its toll on parents. So you should go in there and hug your parents right now. Like, we should just break and no, I'm just kidding. I know. All right. Well, Jen, what questions do you have for these ladies? Because I've got quite a few, and I'm going to give you some time to talk.
All right. So I got to know. I'm going to show my age right here. So when I was being scouted, when I was in high school, I had to send in a VHS tape to everywhere that I wanted to go. No lie.
Hold on. Do you ladies know what a VHS tape is?
Oh God, they do. Okay,
Juliana.
Right. At least we got that.
Okay.
All right. So imagine this: softball field, dirt. There's no turf at that point. Like, that hadn't even come around yet. And on a tripod is this camera set up, because I was a catcher. So like, we had to angle it behind me. So tripod, press record, and then like I'm doing throwdowns and I'm doing blocking and all the skills that I needed to send in. So you record it on one tape, and then you take it down to, I don't even know where, Staples or something, and have them duplicate it like 12 times so that it could be sent out to all the schools that I was interested in. So all that to say, I'd like to know what the process is now. Like, do you send in a video still? What do you do to be recruited and show them who you are so that they become, an offering, or you get an official visit?
Now it's like emailing and like social media is very big.
Yeah.
So like, you just post a lot on like Twitter. Twitter is like really big for us. Just posting on Twitter. Like, when you email them your socials, and you can even add a video in your email. Like, that's what coaches like to see.
Got it.
Yeah,
That's very different.
For me, Twitter was the biggest thing. Like, that's where you find all the coaches. You can see who's interested in you, like, because they can't like email you back, like if you're like younger.
Mm-hmm.
But they can like your posts and stuff like that, and like you can like their post, like certain things like that. They can follow you. Certain things like would like, I don't know, it like guides you in the right direction. And also like,
yeah,
for me, like that's how I found like Stonehill. Basically, like the coach like started liking my stuff. I started following her. Like certain, I don't remember exactly the order, but like whatever. But after that, I went to a camp, and then from there, yeah.
That's super cool, because they can tell a lot of your personality on social media, right? Like, you're acting goofy or you're like training, whatever you're doing, they can see all those aspects. Whereas like with us, they saw my skills. They didn't know anything about me, like necessarily as a person. I didn't know anything about them. I couldn't follow them on any social medias to find out what their culture is like. So now this almost makes it feel like it's a relationship that is built over time, and you can watch how the team acts on their social media, and they can see how you act with all of your friends, and you can almost make sure that it's a good fit before you get there. Because I know, a lot of people get homesick or determined that once they get to a school, it's not a good fit. And so there's kind of less of that probably with the way that it is now. That's cool.
Yeah, for me, the most helpful thing, like with recruiting, was this website called Sports Recruits, because it just like, for example, like if I post videos on like my Sports Recruit account, and a coach, like a certain college, looked at it, it tells me like that college looked at it, and then I knew to like email them and follow them and stuff like that.
Wow,
nice.
That's cool. Now, did you guys along the way get any follows or likes from anyone that just got you super excited? Like you couldn't believe they liked or shared or anything in your post? You want to share? who that was?
There was this one coach that like had followed me from like I think it was like Coastal Carolina or like East
Uh-huh.
Coast Carolina.
Yep.
They're like the Pirates. I don't remember exactly,
ECU.
but
ECU,
oh yeah,
yeah.
ECU.
Yeah.
It was like their assistant coach. She had followed me. She didn't like really like my stuff, but I would tag her a lot. But just the fact that she followed me was like
That's
more than me
awesome.
started.
Yeah. That's down here near us. What
Mm-hmm.
about Juliana? You shook your head. Did you get excited about someone?
Honestly, like just when anyone would follow me or like start liking my posts, I would just get excited.
Yeah.
There wasn't
Like,
just one specific.
that's a safe way to play it. Safe way to play it. Melody, anybody sticks out to you?
Probably UConn when they viewed my like account a couple of times and then I emailed them and they
Cool.
like responded once or twice, so that was cool.
That's great. You know, it's kind of like, all right, so there's this term that I've learned from my daughter, and apparently it's a bad thing, and it's called being left on red. Apparently, you're never supposed to leave someone on red. It's kind of like it's great to see UConn. Like, see, to me, it'd be like UConn keep liking my stuff, like keep liking my stuff, and it's like leaving you on red. I'm like, come on now. Is that a thing for you ladies, like being left on red?
Yeah.
She had to explain it to me, and I was like, what? We had to build a name for that now? What? Well, yeah, recruiting's a lot different. Did you guys do any home visits? Or did your coaches do home visits or anything with you guys? Or it's probably just all
Like
through
official
Zoom
visits?
or calls? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I went on my first one for Stonehill last year, my first official visit. I mean, I didn't have a second one, but my official visit in September. And then I had my unofficial visit recently, and we like took it was like with all the other recruits, and we all like took pictures with the uniforms and like just like I don't know, had fun with the other girls.
Yeah. I see that all the time with the recruits. That looks like so much fun. Like, never got to enjoy that part. Jen, you didn't get to go through all the glitz and glamour that all these kids go through these days and stuff. But
No. So Gardner Webb, if you guys have never heard of it, it's in a small town just over the line in North Carolina, and it's like pretty much the only thing there is the school, and it's a dry town, meaning like no alcohol. It's a Baptist college, and so like the official visit was kind of like I spent the night with one of the seniors, and it was just like, okay, go out and get some pasta, go get some spaghetti, and then go back to the apartments and just play cards. Kind of one of those things. I think they were toning it down for me and trying to be responsible based on what official visits that other recruits came to stay with me. But
I was wondering where
no
you were
social
going
media.
with that. I was like,
Sorry.
we're supposed to be like, we're not supposed to talk about Listen, college ladies,
don't get wild.
Yeah. I'm sure they're going to hear that one. That's funny. That's funny. Well, looking back on things, you've spent so many years in the game, so many weekends on the road. Who is your biggest inspiration? Like, to get through everything, to stay on track, to stay driven and determined? Melody, you can go first on that one.
For me, probably my dad, just because like he went through the same process I did, and just like with recruiting and everything, he was really helpful because he played football in high school and then he ended up playing in college too. So he was definitely like my biggest help. And what's crazy is that like the first official visit he had was the same exact school that I had mine at. So it's just like so weird. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right there. Casey, what about you? Who was your inspiration?
Mine are both my parents because like they constantly push me because they're like giving me like opportunities that like they did not have growing up, and they like make sure that like I take like advantage of all these opportunities that they're helping me like achieve, because like my parents were like born in a different country, and like in that country like there's like nowhere like near the opportunities that are here, and it's like they'll like do anything for me to like reach my goals.
Very cool.
So my parents
cool.
like
Pretty awesome. Juliana, what about you? Jules. We're gonna go with Jules for the rest of the show, maybe. So, what about you?
Both of my parents too, because yeah, they gave me like so many opportunities, and also like when I'm struggling, they'll like do anything to help me. But also like my 16U coach, Coach Jenn, she was like a big inspiration because she taught us like different lessons and like that applied to softball, but also the real world. So like we learned all like what to do with coaches and stuff like that, and that can like be like shown in like your jobs and stuff like that, which is really helpful.
Okay, I have got to ask, can you give me a little bit more information on that? Like how what kind of lesson did she teach you that applies for later in life and maybe in other careers?
Well, like one of them is like always being on time. So like if we had a game at, or like if we had to be at the field by, let's say like 8:30, she would want us being warmed up, like start warm-ups at 8:30, so we have to be there 15 minutes earlier. So like that's a big one. And also just like she taught us like different ways to like talk to coaches, like always like be positive, and like I don't know. I can't really think of it right now, but like there's still
that's
a lot.
Great stuff. Yeah. Jen, it sounds like the 16U coach, this was a Batbusters coach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the same one that had the outstanding team, right? sounds like they were doing it the right way. I mean, there's so much about what you said is so true and real. Like Jen and I both know. Like, Jen, have you ever been able to choose who your coach is? Like pick and choose your coaches? Yeah. When you didn't work for yourself, were you ever able to pick who your managers were?
never.
Yeah. When you were in college, were you ever able to pick who your professors were?
Never.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to make it work. And that's the one thing that I tell my kids at home is don't come home tell me you're not passing because the teacher don't like you. Like or you don't like the teacher, because that's going to happen again in life. I can guarantee it. And like, you don't have the ability to pick and choose, and you can't use them for an excuse. So great lessons, Juliana. Great. Jen, what questions do you have?
I want to know. Oh, what a good one. Oh, what positions do you play? I forget. Everybody tell me what position you play. Don't everybody go at once.
I didn't know who was gonna go first. I play third and outfield.
I'm a middle infielder.
I play middle infield and outfield.
What's your position of choice, Melody? Outfield. Casey?
Wait, what did you say?
Position of choice.
Oh, third. Oh, definitely.
Hot corner. Juliana.
Yeah.
Short.
Great guy. Go ahead, Jen.
So how important, when you're on the field, talking about communication and respect, how important is communication on the field? Aside from the center fielder not calling the ball or calling you off, Jules, that one day, that terrible day. So, I mean, that's a good segue into how important is communication, and what's your go-to whenever somebody maybe needs a little pick-me-up on the field?
Communication is very important. It also helps a lot when your team like gels together and like gets along. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, you ladies are going to all new teams here very shortly. I mean, Casey, you got another year left, but Melody, Juliana, you ladies going to be playing on an all new team with all new people. how do you go into a new team? And this would be good information for some of our listeners, our younger listeners, is how do you go into a team not knowing people in jail, like you said, Juliana? How would you guys do that?
Well, first, like, when you commit to the team, you already know who's, like, gonna be there with you, like other freshmen. So I think just talking to them and getting, like, close to them would help. And also, like, just, like, be yourself once you get there. Like it's a new start for for most of the freshmen too. But, like, just don't, like even if you're shy, like, just still talk to other people, like, because they're gonna be, like, you're gonna be away from your family and your other friends from, like, high school and stuff like that. So they're gonna turn into your family. So just try to, like, I don't know, get along and, like, because they're gonna be there for you when you're, like, sad, missing home and stuff like that.
That's right. Are you ladies looking forward to leaving high school? Like, are you going to be one of those, like, good riddance, or on the last day you're going to be crying your eyes out? I don't want to go, Miss Teacher. I'm going to miss you. Which student are you guys?
Good riddance.
What's that?
Good riddance.
Okay, go ahead. Melody.
I definitely won't miss school itself, but I'll probably miss the people that school has given me.
There you go. Look at there. You can just count on Melody for just wrapping it up, making me feel bad, because I'm good riddance too. Juliana.
I'm probably gonna be, like, sad, but not for, like, school, but like the work and everything. Like, I don't want to do that, but, like, just in general, like, you're just moving on. Like, I don't know. That's just, like, sad.
Yeah. Jen, how were you when you were in school? Like,
well, my junior year we won state championship. My senior year we were runners up, so I was very sad to leave. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was only going to school like an hour and a half away, so I wasn't that far. I could still go home.
You mean going off to college?
Yeah. So I could still come home, but I still got homesick. I still called my mom and wanted to come home after the first year. I was like, I'm out of here. She's like, no, you're not. You're staying. So, yeah.
Which one of the...
Say it
Go
again.
ahead, Casey.
How far was your college from home?
About an hour and a half. Yeah. And my parents came to every single game. My grandparents came to every single game. So there's definitely pros to staying a little bit closer. But I think if I had it to do over again, I might go a little bit farther away. But
wait, what did you do when you, like, felt, like, homesick and, like, stuff like that?
That was a really long time ago, Jules. Well,
when she wrote letters, she took out a chisel and she started, like, hammering it into the stone.
I sent the pigeon with a note to my mom.
But no, that's a good question.
I did go home. Yeah, it is. I would go home on some weekends. Like, if we didn't have practice or something, I would definitely, we were close enough that I could go home. And then just leaning on teammates. They're the ones that are there for you. Like you said, they're the ones that you're with the most. So just trying to build those relationships and busy myself with other things. So it's tough. I mean, it happens to a lot of people that you get homesick. You're leaving your comfort zone. You're leaving your people, and it can be really hard. But yeah, I mean, I think just like that 16U team that you love so much, you'll spend 4 years with these people that you're going to be with next year. So you'll build those relationships and learn who you can lean on.
Which one of you three is going to be the first one to get homesick?
Me.
Jules.
Oh, yeah?
That's why she asked that question.
That's why she asked. Yeah. Okay.
Because literally, I've been thinking about it so much. I'm just like, I know I'm going to have so much fun and everything, but, like, I just don't want to leave my family and my friends and everything here.
How far away are you having to go?
It's like 4.5 hours.
It's not a bad drive if you needed to make it.
Yeah, but still, it's just like, I don't know. Especially because I committed so early. I've been like I already knew, like, my direction, like, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just, like, the whole year I've been, like, thinking about it.
Is it a big school?
No.
A small school?
Yeah.
Okay. So those girls that you know that you just met, that you got dressed in the uniforms and you took all the pictures and did all the social media stuff, do you have their contact info?
Yeah, I've been talking to most of them.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would encourage you to do is, like, the freshmen coming in are going to be your crew for the next 4 years. So really try to get to know them and, do little things, maybe before the summer, before you go. Maybe you guys can, like, I don't know how far they are away from the school, but maybe you could get together or, bring a homesick package to all of them and just kind of show your true colors and how much of a caring person that you are. And, just try to think outside the box a little bit, but it's going to be tough. I mean, I'm not going to lie. And I can tell you're going to miss it. I can see it on your face, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Well, you'll have a good support system. I mean,
yeah.
Whether it's a big school or small school, like, you're, to me, I don't know, maybe it's different, but I think small school is a more intimate setting. Like, you get a chance to get to spend more time. Hopefully more time is a good thing. Like, there's no teammates that you're like want to go after or something, but hopefully you make some good relationships. And I think that's, like you said earlier, though, like, even if you're shy, like, step outside. Like, you're going to be presented probably in a situation where you're going to be resistant a little bit. Like, in your head, you should walk over and talk or introduce yourself or something. You're going to feel that wall. Like, I need to do it. To take that step, walk through the wall, right? And then once you start teaching yourself, like, hey, I can survive, I think a lot of it is just having confidence in yourself, living like in that situation. And that's, look, take notes, right? Take what things that moms and dads do that, you want to make things more like home. Like, take some notes. Tell mom to teach you how to make that special recipe that only she can make. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here. Jen, am I anywhere close?
Yeah, you're in
All
left
right.
field, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I've missed you.
You're good.
I was gonna say, just remember, you're not alone. There's a whole freshman class coming in, for this, not only for the school, but for the softball team. And then across the country, think of how many people are starting their first year of college and they're feeling the same way that you are. But if you do get in trouble and, like, get super, super homesick, at least there's FaceTime now. You can FaceTime. We didn't have that when I was growing up. And reach out. Like, seriously, if you get, like, super homesick and super down, tell your coach. Like, talk to your coach. They can get you hooked up with a friend or some type of help. Don't do it alone. You're not going to be alone. You're going to be fine. But make sure you let people know.
Look, if you ever get stuck in a situation, just shoot S.L.I.D.E podcast a message. We'll be here. Like, we'll help you. I mean, seriously. Look, I can't imagine, like, in today's age, moving away. Like, it is hard. For me, Casey, like, you and I are, like, when I moved out, like, I was out. Like, I'm moving out, Jen. But I do understand, though, like, you've got a lot of memories, and moving 4.5 hours away that's a move. So, but it's not undrivable, and you're gonna have so much fun. And maybe some of that fun, you get into a little bit of trouble, and you're going to need some of them friends to help get you out of it. So that's what college is good for. So, well, what are you ladies looking most forward to in going to college? And it didn't even have to be softball specific. Like, what are you looking most forward to? Forward to the most. I think that's how I should say it.
I would say just having.
What do you think?
Like, just being able to actually have fun and, like, be away. Like, I don't know. I'm just happy to be away. But I'm also excited, like, to actually like learn about what I want to learn about. Because like in high school, you're learning what you're required to learn, and in college, I get to like obviously there's like the core classes, but like mostly I'm learning about what I want to study. So.
Well, what's your major?
Nursing.
That's one of my questions. You said nursing? Oof. Lord bless you. That's my mom's a RN and done all this stuff, and it's a hard job, but look, need you bad. So, but that's awesome. So you can't look forward to wait to like start cutting open stuff and like dissecting and that's what you can't wait to do.
No, not that. Just like everything, not just cutting.
I get it. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Well, Juliana, what are you looking most forward to the most? We know what you're dreading.
Yeah. Just like all the new friends I'm gonna make, and also like traveling with a softball team, and also having those people, like the people on the team, my like best friends, because like and like because they'll be like right with me like at all times, which is good. Like my best friends are like on my softball team, but they don't live in the same town as me. So like if they live with me, then yeah, everything will be fine.
Yeah. Now, do you know who your roommates are going to be?
Yeah.
Have you picked those out yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, that's a good start right there. Well, Jen, what do you remember most about your first year at college?
Probably like dorm life. So I didn't get to pick my roommate, but she was a pole vaulter on the track team, track and field. So she was from Maryland, which was really cool. So I got to know her and like her group of people. And then so like Jules, if you're living with softball players, more power to you. That's great. But I did get to meet like her track and field friends, and then she got to meet my softball friends, and so it was like almost a family already made because she knew people and I knew people, and we could kind of share friend groups. And then
now,
like
Jen, what
so
you were saying that what you were alluding to there is you couldn't live with other softball players.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you said more power to her because she's living with softball players. I took that
No,
as
my roommates.
Oh no,
we don't want you to live with them.
So we got like they're on the what?
My roommate's on the volleyball team.
Okay, cool. So I don't know how they do it now, but like when they were looking at where you would live on campus and then who you would live with, you just filled out a questionnaire and then they put you with somebody based on what they thought you might have in common. So we're both athletes. Like really, that's the only thing we had in common. But dorm life, like taking a shower with sandals on and like having your little caddy that you would go down the hallway with. I remember all that stuff so vividly. And at our school, boys weren't allowed in the girls' dorms. Girls weren't allowed in the boys' dorms. You had to have like, I don't think it was a curfew, but like you weren't supposed to be outside after dark or after a certain hour. I don't know. It was kind of, like I said, it was a small Christian school, but
it was quiet time.
Yeah, quiet time, study hours. Yeah. But then like softball, like you said, like traveling with the team, we had this small little short bus and it was the most fun times in the world. It was so fun to travel. I always wanted to go to all the, the conference games that were away games. And, it was just great memories of being on the bus together for sure.
That's awesome. Well, you ladies now, Casey, you got a year of getting ready for all of this stuff. So now you've got to take notes about what these two ladies go through their first year and don't try to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard when they all leave because like it's going to be down to me and my one friend Sophia, and then all of the seniors are like going off to college. So that's going to be really different.
You're going to be probably the captain of the team this coming season, maybe?
We'll see about
I don't know.
High school? For high school,
yeah.
I think I will. Yeah, for high school season, I will.
Yeah, there you go. Like that's a chance for you to show off your leadership skills and how you lead a team of girls and prepare them for battle. Now, let me, Jen, I don't think, have we talked since I went and faced Addison pitching fast pitch to me?
No.
And Hannah pitched to me. So
Hannah, the coach?
McDowell, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, look, this is the comical part of the show. So I had never faced, I'm going to post this content soon, but I had never faced fast pitch softball. And so I was like, it can't be that hard. Like, now that's in my head, right? I don't say that kind of stuff out loud because then I get laughed at. So, but either way, I'm thinking like I can walk up in here and hit a few balls. Well, Addison, she's a 13-year-old. She's one of our field reporters. She's also plays for our varsity softball team here locally. So I'm like, look, let me go to one of your practices because I want to see how fast you throw. I want to get in the box because I've never seen a rise ball. I'd never seen like an off-speed pitch come, from a fast pitch delivery. Woo! Juliana, how you think I did? I actually I did better than my softball tournament, I think, but no, actually. So Addison whiffed me a few times. The rise ball isn't. How do you ladies hit the rise ball? Like, what's the trick?
You don't.
You just don't.
Is there a certain spin on the ball that it's coming at, and so to adjust your swing higher?
Usually when at least now, when we face pitchers who throw rises, there are already balls. So you can, or if they're going high, you just know not to swing at it.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, well, I swung at every one of them because I was like, this ball is about to right down the middle, and I'm going to take it over the fence. And then when I got done swinging, it was up at my head. It was crazy. Jen, I was.
There's so much. There's not very much time to react, right? It's 0.25 seconds or something like that. So
I'd even argue the thing that they're standing too close too.
Less, they're very close,
and
they're
need to take
very
a few
hard.
steps back.
But the number one thing I tried not to do is guess what pitch is coming. Tried not, because then I would mess my swing up. But then the second thing, thinking as a catcher, I would get in my head, what would I have my pitcher throw if it's 0-2? I'm throwing the rise probably, or a change up possibly. We're going to throw some junk. So if it's 0-2, and then you sit there and you watch the ball go by and it's a strike on the outside corner, that's when you tried to guess where the pitch was going to be or what the pitch was going to be thrown. So I think it's really just, it's such a quick reaction. It's hard, but just trying to think of what the count is and what a pitcher would throw.
The off speed, Hannah. So Hannah McDowell is the coach of the high school team. She's a former D1. She played at USC Upstate. She was a D1 pitcher.
Yeah, rock star too. So good.
I made I hit a few foul balls that didn't go really anywhere. I did bust a bat. They gave me some old bat in the dugout at first. And I'm like, y'all gonna try to give me a messed up bat. And you'll see it in the content where I'm claiming there's something wrong with this bat. They laughing at me thinking I'm just being funny. Well, 3 pitches later, I hit a ball square, on the barrel. If it hadn't broke, it'd been over. But the barrel went out to shortstop.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I got that on tape too. So I busted that bat. Woo!
We should do that again. You think we should do that in the spring? Can we go and do it? I want to try to hit.
Let's do it. We'll for sure do it. We'll challenge each other to do something maybe. Okay. Or we'll have some fun. Well, ladies, look, you haven't talked our ears off, but it's okay. I know your future is so bright. you know, what's going to be what's the one thing that you're going to take from home? Like, do you have like a little ornament or anything you're going to take it to school just to keep and have? Do you have anything like that? Yeah, go get it.
Flag.
Oh,
It's on
your
my wall,
flag.
so I'm
Okay.
not going to go with
Okay.
it. But
Yeah. Don't get it
flag
down.
country.
Very
I'll
cool.
probably put that like above my bed for the future.
There you go. Melody,
My stuffed animals.
you got anything? There you go. Okay. Juliana.
Probably
My mom.
yeah. I wish my dog.
Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Her dog. She should be able to take her dog. I think she should be able to do that.
I'm gonna bring everyone.
Yeah.
Actually,
Look.
hopefully I can bring my car. I have to.
Do they allow
me.
freshmen to? Do they allow freshmen to bring cars? Okay. Well, you know, why can't you bring a dog? Like that's a question we should ask. You know, just to everybody in general. You know, if I'm leaving home, at least let me bring my dog. Now, can you imagine what those dorms would have looked like? We got pit bulls over here. We got Rottweilers. We got some German Shepherds and some Shih Tzus over here. And let's see how that works out. Well, ladies, I hope you're excited because you're entering into the next chapter of your life. And that's a big deal. Casey, you still got some time.
It's going to be the time of your life.
Yep. Casey, play a big role on that senior team now.
Right? Yeah.
Are you look hesitant on that? Are you going to take this team by the horns and like set them up?
Well, next year, like the coach we have right now for me and Jules, he's retiring this year. So next year, I'm going to be back with our 16U coach, Coach Jenn. So everyone on that team is going to be a senior. So we're all going to be seniors next year. But it's just like all the seniors from my team right now are graduating out. So I'm going to be with everyone in my grade next year, though.
Rock stars. We'll have to get that team on because they're going to be setting everything on fire. So Casey's going to be leading in the front. All right. Well, look, we've been on here for a little over an hour, and I can't thank you ladies enough for coming back 2 years later and updating us on where you guys are going, and things are, you know, booming for you guys. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. We can't let anyone leave this show, and I know we asked you this 2 years ago, but we can't let anyone off this show until we get an updated answer to this question. All right, you ladies ready? Who knows what question I'm going to ask first?
What's your favorite cereal?
Oh, no.
She's been watching. Yep. Okay, well, we definitely got to do that one. Then I'm gonna save the second one. So let Melody, just because you did that means a lot because she's been watching some content. So Melody, what's your favorite cereal?
The Kellogg's fruit and yogurt cereal.
Fruit and yogurt. Must have little bitty like pieces of yogurt inside it. Yeah. Okay. Got to get an understanding here. Jen, by the way, Fruity Pebbles is still winning. And it's like a snowball. Just won't stop.
Unbelievable.
Rolling. Casey, what's your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. That's probably a number 2. There. Juliana.
Cocoa Puffs.
Ooh, I love some Cocoa Puffs too. Can't go wrong with Cocoa Puffs. Nope. All right. Now we got cereal out of the way, Melody. All right. You're walking up to bat at your very first at bat of the 2025 season. Whether it's in high school with Casey or it's at the collegiate level with Juliana and Melody. What's going to be the walkout song that you choose?
Probably the beginning of Umbrella for Rihanna. That's like the first thing I could think of right now.
All right. Juliana, if you had to pick right now.
Actually, I've been thinking about it. But
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about it with my sister the other day. But 180 Lifestyle by Morgan Wallen.
What was it?
I don't know that one.
180 Lifestyle.
What was the name? 180 Lifestyle?
Yeah. It's like 180 and then like parentheses lifestyle. Morgan
Is that on his
Wallen.
new album? I
No,
know
it was like
every more.
Well, I mean,
Do
I
it.
think yeah, I think it is, but like it's not like one of his that he has in tour.
How's it go? Which album was it on?
It's that one.
What's the album, Jen?
Oh, my cat's walking on.
Oh my gosh. You're muted too, but it's okay.
My cat muted the screen. He walked across. Here's the album cover. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, it's on the left side. Yeah, I know that song. Okay. I know all those songs on that one.
Me too.
She tried to blame it on her cat. It's like my cat ate my homework. All right, Melody.
You
gotta get yours.
I have no idea.
Oh, you gotta give us a song.
Okay.
Maybe Panda.
No.
Panda?
Pokemon.
Did I hear
Thunder?
that right? Panda?
No Thunder. I don't like that song. Maybe Panda.
So
Who likes that song? Coach Brian likes that song.
Yeah, Coach Brian likes that song.
All right, Melody, you got to say it again one time good so I can hear it.
I don't know. I think Panda. Panda's my rock song.
What is Panda the name of the artist?
No. It's a song.
Is it about like rainforest or something? No.
Is that it? Yeah? Okay. Oh, it's got bad words in it.
I'm gonna have to look that one up too. I'm gonna have to look it up. All right, did we get everybody? So Juliana, Melody, Casey, we got yours, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, that wasn't a hard question. It's an important question though, because that makes a statement. All right. When you're first at bat walking up, that song, when it starts playing, that's what people are gonna hear and they're gonna remember. Like, and then they're gonna remember that was Casey. So anyway, or the sound of the ball hitting your bat. That works too. All right, Jen, any final questions, any final comments tonight since I'm going to shut up rambling?
This was fun. This was fun. It's good to be back.
Well, look, ladies, keep us in contact and let us know how these next few years go. Maybe we can have you back in 2 more years or maybe sooner. But I'd love to hear how the journey continues to go. So, because I can promise you, and I'll leave you with this, is whatever you want to do outside of school, like once you're done with schooling, whatever, like that's what you need to think about when you're picking your majors and stuff. Think about what your dream is, like not what you would want to do and like dread doing 5 years into it, but think about what you would love to get up every morning to do. And that's what you should chase. Because I can promise you, if it's part of your dream and you're determined and driven about it, just like you have been about your softball career, you can make it happen. All right. I'm living proof that like you can make it happen if you work. And I want to leave you with that. So set your goals and your dreams very, very high, and then don't stop reaching. Cool. All right. Well, Jen, we're going to get ready to close this out. But before I do that, I want to thank everyone for listening to us. We're 2 years removed from this episode, but we're finishing up our 3rd year now and rolling into 2025 and got some really cool stuff coming that super excited about, and got some new companies, some new vendors that we're working with, a lot of new partners. And we're going to take the field reporting and we're going to do something a little bit different with it. So stay tuned, and you're going to like what you see, I believe. So anyway, all right, ladies, we're at the end of the show. So we let you start us. Now we're going to let you finish, okay? So at the end of every episode, we say, until next time. And then you ladies are going to say, we'll catch you on the slide. Okay? You got it? All right, Melody, I want you to clear the pipes. Get them ready, Casey. Stretch it out.
Wait,
Juliana,
I want again?
No, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say until next time, and then you guys just go.
That's your slide. Okay.
Yep. All right. Look, I want your parents to come knock on the door, scared, worried, like what has just happened, because I want you to be so loud. We'll see how this goes. So, look, I seriously mean this from the bottom of my heart. I think it's amazing that you ladies are back with us, and I know I've said this so many times, but it's incredible. It's awesome to watch you ladies grow up a little bit and move on and start your life. So, all right. Here we go. Ladies, until next time.
We'll catch you on the slide.
There we go.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at the S.L.I.D.E Podcast Show and the S.L.I.D.E Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch you on the slide.